Should I think about an annuity if I am offered a pension from my job? So I'm getting closer to retirement, and I have some money that I could put into an annuity.
Okay, so pension, obviously, you retire, you get paid per month for the
Yeah,
rest of your life, for maybe some for your spouse. There's some different options you can choose within that pension. 100% life, 50%, to your spouse,
yeah,
50 to you. There's all kinds of stuff. So you can do the same thing in an annuity. You can take a lump sum of money. It's what's called, in this particular case, there's a lot of different ways to do an annuity, but
yeah,
let's just talk about an immediate annuity,
yeah,
make it simple. So an immediate annuity is you would take, a lump sum and you'd buy an income stream.
yeah,
And the same thing, depending on your age and which option you take, depends on how much you're going to get out of that. You put in 100,000 or a million or whatever it is that you want,
hmm,
what you get per month and how long it lasts, depending on what options you pick.
yeah,
And so, if you already have a pension, it is a new matter of fact, they're actually using insurance companies for a lot of those
yeah.
things where
It's
they'll go out and,
their annuity
yeah,
kind of
it's
stuff.
an annuitized immediate annuity that the company has purchased for you in at least some cases. So, um, yes, you'd want to still do it potentially in two scenarios. Number one, your pension isn't that big. I mean, not everybody's pension is that
Yeah,
large, right? I
yeah,
mean, they didn't work at that particular company that long. But I think the second point is more important. You really, really value that consistent income, and you're willing to give up the potential that you could get out of some of these other investment
yeah. If you're more
arenas.
conservative and
Right.
you value stability rather than kind of potential returns, because if you're very heavily loss averse, annuity is great
Mhm.
because you can't really
Right.
once you guarantee that income, it can't really go down very
Yeah,
easily.
I believe it's still true, but that there's never been anybody that's had an immediate annuity payout that's been interrupted even by a failure of an insurance companies because they step in and help each other
Yeah,
out.
they basically have like a fund that they'll step in for other companies that each insurance company there's a money and basically they'll bail out
Right.
these companies.
Yeah, I would say never, because
Yeah,
it's things are crazy sometimes, but yeah, in general, it's very, very safe. You would have to then also be liquid enough to afford giving that money away, or not giving it away, but having that money not be available, right? Because once you do an immediate annuity, if I put 100,000 or a million in immediate annuity, I'm getting this payment for some period of time, depending on what options I chose, but I can't get that money back. If I need, I need 500,000 out of that million, you can't. It's
it's gone.
gone.
Yeah,
There's some places that will buy that cash flow stream, these factoring companies and stuff.
yeah.
So in a dire emergency, there is some liquidity, but boy, you're probably going to take a big haircut to make that work too. So, yeah, no, I have no problem with that. I've not seen anybody do it over all the years that I've been doing this. I've never seen anybody really push for an immediate annuity. But in my position and watching all of these clients for 38 years, man, the ones that have income coming in from pension, they're the best retirements out there. So
Hmm.
not a bad idea to consider, some of your assets into something that can produce this income on a regular basis. But we also don't see as much liquidity within the practice. Most people have money, but it's in these areas like 401ks and IRAs that are more difficult to get to as far as that goes. Although I think you could put an immediate annuity in an IRA. I can't remember if that's possible.
I think you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you could use some of those IRA assets or 401k assets to produce a consistent income.